Hey, I'm finally gotten around to recapping the Real Housewives of Orange County season finale. All apologies. Season 9, episode 18. So, I've been dreading this episode. In general, finales are just, they're like, I'm just not that into them because it always feels like everyone's moved on. Who wants to watch my stupid old recap? All that. Plus, Twitter was like going on and on about how awful Terry was. And I was like, oh, I don't want to see this. Anyway, do me a favor real quick. When you're done watching this and you watch it all the way through, go watch my Project Runway recap. It's the one where there's a guy in the picture. It's my husband. I want to make him do all of the recaps with me for Project Runway. So if we get a bunch of views on that video, that'd be super awesome. Because then I can be like, I can leverage it. Anyway, to the episode. They come home from Bali. Shannon and David are doing better. Tamara and Heather are talking. Vicky's hosting a party. So can I just say that Brooks has been pretty awesome this whole season. I don't know if he's been behaving better or whether it's just kind of in comparison to everyone else going nuts. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, they have a really nice, David goes up and apologizes for something that happened 3 months earlier at the party, which was wrong. It was inappropriate. But we haven't heard anything about this for the 3 months until these last couple episodes. And he goes up and he has a very sincere apology. I am sorry that I said that. It was inappropriate. I hope you forgive me, in no disrespect intended. I thought it was pretty much as perfect an apology you could get without like stabbing yourself afterwards to indicate how sorry you are. I mean, it really wasn't like, oh, you misheard me or anything. Anyway, they go, they have a really nice dinner, and then Tamara brings up the whole stupid Mary F you thing, and I'm kind of over it. And then Heather hops in to defend Tamara about how this is how everything goes wrong, and this is what happened, how you got attacked. And I was like, oh good, let's get the focus off Tamara, who hasn't had any accountability, and let's bring it back to the Shannon and Heather fight. Now, I like Heather and Terry. I've said it before. I don't think that they're always right, but I just don't mind them. But they are making it really freaking hard to like them. Like, they're really going out of their way. They will not let things go. Shannon has, at this point, repeatedly apologized for the yelling thing. She's done it on multiple occasions. You've got to, at some point, let that go. And that time was several weeks ago. I have a rule that, we don't, if someone apologizes, you have to let that go and move forward. I know you'd love to rub it into them for the rest of their lives, but that is not emotionally healthy. And Heather's still mad, and she brought up well, when you screamed at me, and I like Heather, and even I'm going, bitch, cut it out. Stop it right now, okay? My husband has to do that to me, so I feel you with when it comes to not letting things go, but you gotta let it go. Terry explodes, which we've never seen before, goes off on David, calls him a sexist construction worker, which isn't even the right stereotype for someone who does freeway construction. Like, freeway construction doesn't have women walking down the side with guys hooting at them. And it wouldn't have been a fair stereotype even if he was a traditional construction worker. That's just not cool. And Terry just went off and was screaming and yelling. David made a good point about how Tamara was the one who brought up this whole Bador thing, and Terry was upset about it, and David was upset about it, and really it wasn't, they shouldn't be mad at each other, they should be mad at Tamara, and Terry loses his mind and starts screaming about how, no, he wasn't mad about that, he was mad about this comment, and I'm just not buying it. I'm sure in that moment he felt that way, but I don't think that's the case, and I thought it was, I don't know, I'm so mad that Tamara's not the worst person on the show, but somehow she's managed to really escape any sort of responsibility for her comments, and it's all gotten pushed back into the Shannon-Heather fight, which, I was happy when they were going to make up. So this whole thing just goes crazy, and then David's like, well, you called me a dumb construction worker, and Terry's like, that is, I didn't say that, and Heather's like, that is not what he said. And they're right, that's not what he said. What he implied was that David was a sexist construction worker who was also dumb. So they're right. They didn't call him a dumb. They called him sexist and a little dumb. So I don't know if they were really in the right. And then they wrapped up the whole season. But for me, I was so mad. Like, why couldn't they just end it after, like, why did they get into one more fight? I felt like it would have been perfect just to close the episode on everyone getting to a neutral spot. And then we have the finale where everything, oh my gosh, I didn't know you said that, or you really did lie, or all that. Anyways, there we go. So now we have 1 million episodes of the reunion to see. And I think it will be interesting because I think when they see the footage of what really happened, it'll clarify a lot of things for them. Anyway, see you guys.